Who's saying hello?
Hi, Lauren.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm just back from my shopping.
Brilliant. Where did you go today? What shopping?
I did Dunn's and I did the smallest few little bits from Aldi's, just that I wanted to pop in there for one or two things.
Very good. I actually don't really do Dunn's at all.
I just think with the voucher, I spent more when I wasn't going there. I was doing half and half. And because of the vouchers, I'm actually spending the same and I don't have to go to two shops.
Yeah. I think, well, like obviously your household is different. You've two adults.
Yeah.
We've three children, 7, 6 and 4 and 2 adults. Like if I went to Tesco, I could be spending the bones of €300. Like that's everything, groceries and cleaning products and everything. Over 2 weeks. So kind of because Killarney is 30 minutes, we have to go to do a big shop once every 2 weeks and kind of like pick up small bits in Super Value in between. So it probably works out, on average what our shop would be. But like by going to Aldi once in the 2 weeks, it would be more around 170 I could spend. That's a big difference.
So that's a huge difference, yeah.
Huge difference, yeah. But again, but having said that, like I could still end up having to go. That's the thing. Everything wouldn't be in Aldi. I could still end up having to go to Super Value and spend €70 on Super Value. But still, it would be €240 as opposed to €300 if I just solely went to Tesco. Even though I love Tesco, I'm not. You know what I mean? Just for cost-wise for us, it is that bit cheaper for me to do more of an Aldi, and I rather Aldi over Lidl. Because I know there's a couple of things I can't get in Lidl, so it kind of annoys me to go do everything and then still have to go somewhere else anyway.
I just sometimes think the one shop does me, and I'm happy just to go.
Yeah, sometimes it's just easier, I suppose, to do the whole lot. So I think that's my fear. Probably Dunn's, I'd probably go in and it'd be €500.
I know.
Be like, do you take an arm or a leg?
Have you any spare vouchers hanging around?
yeah. Any chance of a voucher? Very good. So tell us anyway, what did you get?
Okay.
Seeing the bank holiday weekend, I'd love to know what exciting things are happening in the Fitzel household.
It is bank holiday weekend is right. Third bank holiday weekend in lockdown. So we've managed the first two, we'll manage this one. So first on the list are my Sind bits, because that's the way they came out of the bag. The Cali crisps, these are amazing. They're very like the texture of a Dorito. They're satisfying. Now these are the share bag, and there's 3 portions per bag, and each portion is 6 sins. So each bag of these would be 18 sins.
So how many grams are in that bag? 200 grams, is it?
No, 84.
84 is a share bag.
Yeah, but they are 3 of the normal size bags are in there portion wise, because the normal bags are 26 grams, I think.
Oh, are they? Oh my God, yeah. And I do love them. I would be petrified now of getting a share bag because I'd be sharing.
Everybody's got their own thing. Like I would measure out 23 grams or 24 grams, whatever it is. But even if you did have a few extra that you didn't account for, it's not like having a full bag of Doritos for 40 cents. You know what I mean? So they're much more controllable,
Huge difference, And you're dead right. To me now, they are a Dorito. Like if you take all those low sin crisps are all fine. Well, they're not fine. Most of them, they come in a multi-pack, number one in the first place. Yeah. So if crisps are a trigger food, you're more inclined to eat the 6 bags when you might as well have gone away and had one decent bag of crisps. You're more inclined to eat 6 bags if it comes out of multi-pack. Whereas by buying bags individually, at least when that bag is gone, it's gone. There's something pricking at your conscience to stop. But for those ones, as opposed to taters where the hand will go in and you could bring out like 4 or 5 crisps in one go and they all went to the mouth in one go, these are more the thicker texture. That there's two bites in each crisp. And you take they're beautiful. Singular, like a Dorito.
They're very nice. They're beautiful.
I've actually wondered about this. I wonder, could we make, the way you'd make the Dorito chicken?
Zinger chicken.
The Zinger chicken, the KFC Zinger chicken, that it has crumbled Doritos, only a few sins of Doritos, not a full bag, crumbled on top of them. Obviously egg wash, the Doritos on top, roast in the oven, and then put into a bun. I wonder, could we use them instead?
It'd be worth trying because they're quite spicy. They're hot sauce flavour and they're cheese and onion. Yeah. So you could do, or found these pop chips. I've never seen these in an individual bag, only a share bag. They're 71 calories per individual bag. They are fabulous, very much like the texture of these, and the barbecue flavour is unreal.
Very
3.5
good.
cents a bag.
Yeah. So 3.5 cents, is it? And how many grams per bag? Sorry, did you say?
The grams per bag is 17.
Okay.
So you could do it that way as well.
Yeah.
These little bits then are, obviously we know rice is a free food on the Slimming World plan, but things that are in packaging that are manipulated, like these pastas and rices, will have thin values.
Yeah,
so,
there's oil in them and flour, maybe the cup shot.
They're dried, okay? So these actually are quite good value sins-wise. They're 1.5 sins per sachet made up as directed, because all you're adding is water. So it's just
flour, maybe?
Yeah, probably flour, maybe sugar. There's a bit of dehydrated fruit. Yeah, sugar is the second item on the list, so it's the second highest volume.
Yeah,
but you know what? They're really nice. If you were stuck, you could make your curry loaf with these as well, with your chickpeas and your eggs and curry powder.
Okay.
Loads of different things you could do with these, but beware that rice is free, but in a sachet with flavorings added to it, it wouldn't be free. Same as these cup shots.
Yeah, once you count for them, like you can make a fast meal out of them, you know, just to have it as a side, or a takeaway, you know, a fake away at the weekend. But once you count for the sins, they're perfectly. It's just that if you have normal plain rice, you get a lot more of it if you wanted to have more of it, and you wouldn't have any to count any sins at all.
Exactly.
So the cup shots, are they like mug shots?
Yeah, these mug shots, so like they're just Aldi's brand, because these are 2 cents for the tomato, 2.5 for the chicken, and 2.5 for this noodle dish. So dried noodles are free, yes, but because it's being manipulated, there will be sins added to it. So 2.5, 2, and 2.5. Just beware that they're not free, even though the main ingredient is.
And I suppose the thing to watch there as well is that, you know, to make sure that you're having food that's more filling. To me, putting on pasta itself would be more filling and adding, you know, something to it rather than pouring hot water into a tub. But look, each their own.
You know, you could enhance this. Like if you wanted to have flavoring, you could make up a beautiful stir fry with your vegetables, your sugar snap peas, your chicken, and you could make up one of these and serve it amongst 2 or 3 meals.
Yes.
You've got the flavor in there.
Yeah, definitely.
So you don't have to just get a fork and eat it. You can enhance it.
Very true.
Use that as an enhancement into another meal. So passata, great for bolognese, lasagna, casseroles, soups, loads of different things. They're so cheap and they're free and speed food as well.
It's an essential in every house to have passata, to be fair.
And tomato puree. I didn't need it today, but tomato puree is free as well.
Yeah, fantastic.
Peas, I don't really particularly eat a lot of these, but they're handy to have when you're stuck, and they're just a free food.
Yeah.
Beetroot, we have the good Ballymaloo, my favourite, and the bargain basements one. Each to your own preference. I love this. I'm not a huge beetroot fan, and I love this. I would not eat that in a million years.
Is it only into salads that you put the beetroot?
I made a hummus last night
wow.
out of beetroot, tin of chickpeas drained and washed. This beetroot, I didn't measure it, a little bit of the juice, fat-free yogurt to bind it, a garlic clove, a little drizzle of lime, and a splash of coriander. Gorgeous.
Lovely.
So like you could use it for. So my meats, so these meatballs, I've checked on the sins calculator in the past several times, and they are coming up as a free food.
Great.
They are fabulous. They're nice.
So, and it just says low. It just says low fat. 12 Irish meatballs, low fat, Dun's own brand.
Yeah.
Geez, and only $2.49 as well. Bargain.
Yeah, they're very, very reasonable, and you know they're a nice size. And what I do is I'll gently cook them in the oven, and then I'll slice them up and throw them through my creamy pasta salad or pasta dish, or a pasta bake, depending on what I want on the day.
Brilliant. And they can be
bacon medallions.
Well.
Yeah, bacon medallions. I got these in Aldi's because they're better value. You get a big pack of 14 for like €2 odd. There is a little bit of fat around them. There always will be. You can often buy rashers and just cut the fat off, or buy these. I buy these because it's easier for me to get rid of the fat because it's only a small snip, and they are free once all fat is removed.
Very good, yeah.
Just sliced ham, lovely for snacking if you're peckish in between meals.
Do you know
Roll
what
it
I
up
actually do with that now? If I was, you know, again, I won't say that hunger would be driving me, but just looking for something, you know, even in between meals, waiting for dinner to cook, maybe even, you know, if there was another half an hour on something, but even just a slice of that with a slice of gherkin inside it and just rolled up, beautiful.
Yeah. Like, it's just to, you know, just to take you over.
Snack,
like you could use them for loads of different things. It's just to show you that it's free. Anything that's less than 5% fat mince is free food. So we're going to do a barbecue probably tomorrow. So this is mince that I'm going to make burgers with, using a gherkin chopped up finely through it to give you beautiful flavor, seasonings, and just to put them in your hand, pate them, and put them in the fridge to chill before you cook them. I'm going to use these wholemeal burger buns. These are not officially a healthy extra on the app, but once it's 60 grams of wholemeal bread or roll, you can use it as a healthy B. They are not 60 grams as they come. You will need to remove probably 10 to 15 grams to bring it down to 60. It's saying that it's 70 grams per bag, but I have weighed them in the past and they've been anything between 17 and 80. So just be careful that you aren't using the whole thing. It has to be 60 grams. Just boiled bacon. I always try and get the leanest I can that has no visible fat going through the middle. I'll discard the fat after it's cooked and sliced away. Great for cold cuts after the dinner. Roast chicken the same. Free food, skin removed. If you're using the meat from underneath, there will be fat in it, so it won't be free. You're looking at roasting that nicely. You could have it for cold cuts in the fridge. You could use it as a main ingredient as your meal, or cook it, get your dinner out of it, and you could use the rest in salads, snacking, etc. Yeah. Great protein-rich foods. Little bit of healthy extras. I buy 1 to 2 of these every week. I love feta. It is so tangy and salty. It's beautiful. Over my salad. And you get 45 grams of feta for your healthy extra A.
Yeah, and it crumbles really easy.
Now I'd love more. Yeah, it crumbles really nicely. This is the milk I use. It's a 2.75 litre. It does me Friday to Friday. It's light milk at 1% fat, which means you can have 300 mils of this as your healthy extra A. It's like light milk rather than skimmed milk. I find watery, so I prefer this one. It's more like a light milk than a skim milk. So free foods again, you're looking at Greek yogurt. That's 0%, and that's a protein-rich food because it is Greek yogurt, not Greek style. They're free. That's my favorite one. It's so tasty. It's so thick. It's delicious. And that's from Dunn's.
And do you find that that's a little bit creamier, Lauren?
I find it creamier than the cheaper ones, yes. Now that was only 160 or 169, but I do find that is creamy. I mean, less than €1, you know?
Yeah.
These are potato chips already cut. Do you know, sometimes, like, buy your spuds and chip them. But you know what? Sometimes you just feel, I'd love chips at my dinner. I can't be bothered chopping them. These are going to be free because they're not in any oil or added fats.
Yeah,
these
as opposed to frozen chips will be pre-done, Yeah,
these are just fresh in this fresh section. You can buy them in Tesco's, you can buy them in Aldi's and Lidl. This is the chunky ones and these are the skinny ones. They've got good dates on them. So I just said I'll pick them up. They're 2 for €3 to show you that you can have them. You parboil them for a few minutes on the hob, drain them, steam them, and then throw them into a hot pan in the oven with plenty of fry light, which is a free food. Okay. Now you're going to have to help me here because these are new things that I haven't seen before. So we'll go with the eggs and get rid of them. Eggs are free and protein rich. Yeah. Great for anything. Absolutely anything. Okay, so now you like this, so you probably already know the sins, and I hope it's the right one.
Yeah, so I'm going to go into my sauce. Yeah, Hoisin. It's a different brand. It's the Blue Dragon I was using, but this might be lighter. I haven't just checked up. Blue Dragon was the only one that I had seen. So I'm going to check on my app. So when you're a member, you have access to Slimming World online, and I'm going to go into food search there. So it's Sharwood's. So it's always best to obviously put in the brand name so that you'll get the correct, because there might be a little bit of a difference. Sharwood's Hoisin.
Dipping.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh, don't.
1 level tablespoon is only 1 sin.
Stop.
That just shows the Blue Dragon one I'm using is 2.5 sins. Oh my God.
Wow. Oh, brilliant.
never
Because
seen
I
that
remember
anywhere
you
else.
saying 2.5 sins the other day when you had it.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Let me just check here now. 1 second now. Let that
Sharwood's
focus a
Hoisin
little
dipping
bit.
sauce, 1 level tablespoon.
Oh, it's only given per quarter bottle, which is 72 grams. It's only 120 calories. So 35 grams, we'll say, would be 3 sins. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like the one I was using, Blue Dragon Rich Hoisin sauce, 1 level tablespoon, 2.5. And that just shows a huge difference for the exact same flavor. I am just raging. Anyway, it's fine. You know
Oh,
what?
brilliant. I thought you were going to
to
tell me it was crazy, but that's great. Brilliant. So that's going to be something I'm going to use.
I really feel like I need to go out and just drink the bottle of it right now. Because I love it. Oh my God, it's amazing. Like, oh, the
This one
teriyaki
then.
sauce, the marinade. Oh,
Yes. Now you can use
yeah.
it as a sauce or marinade. Dunn's have their own range of sauces actually, and they're fabulous value.
Okay, I don't
So
know if
only like,
turn it around there because I won't be able to spell teriyaki on my own.
sorry.
T-E-R-I-Y-A-K-A.
I.
Yeah. And that's beautiful actually with a beef and vegetable stir fry.
That per 100 ml is only 72 calories.
Wow.
So that would work out about 3.5
Fantastic,
sins,
then.
Marie, for 100 mils.
Yeah. No, it's not giving me the Dunn's brand.
No,
but
it won't, I'd say.
It says the teriyaki sauce. No, this is sauce and marinade. Teriyaki sauce, 1 level tablespoon, 1 sin. Another one is there is showing teriyaki sauce per 100 gram, 6.5.
Now we could use the sins estimator.
Yeah, okay, so just to be 100%, because like we can see, like the Blue Dragon has 2 sins there. Obviously the Blue Dragon range is a little bit higher in that's okay.
Probably higher in sugar,
I'm going to go down
maybe.
to the very end here. So I've searched for it. It's not on my search, so I'm going to go down to the very end and it'll give me the sins
Estimator.
And this is just there just to help us with ones that aren't on the app, that it'll just give you so I'm putting in first, there's no free food because there's no free food element in there, and then I'm clicking into next. So per 100 gram, is it in grams or mils?
It's actually mils, but I think mils weighs the same as grams.
That's fine, I can click either. So per 100 mil, how many calories, kcal?
72.
72 per 100 mil. How much grams of fat?
Yeah. 0.1.
Carbohydrates?
17.
Sugar. Carbohydrates of which sugars? 14.
14.
Protein? 0.
1.2.
Oh.
And if you put in 15 mils, at least we'll know it's a tablespoon then.
Yeah. Half a sin per tablespoon.
Brilliant. So, good find.
Excellent find.
Now, this will probably be on the app. Nando's peri peri sauce, garlic, medium. Now, I'm going to use this as a salad dressing.
Okay. Peri peri, which is peri peri sauce?
Garlic medium. So I think it's maybe about a half per tablespoon.
Yeah, well, I know the lemon and herb one is a half.
I have the lemon, yeah.
No, it's just telling me about a 40-gram sachet is 2 sins. So yeah, look, that's a fry sauce actually, Nando's garlic medium. So it's not on there. So go on, we'll go into the sins estimator there again just to be, because we've it shown now. So no free food. Is it mils or grams?
It's actually grams on this.
Grams, okay. Energy?
49.
Ah, sure, it's very low. Okay, fat?
3.
Carbohydrates,
4.2,
sugar,
4.1,
and protein.
0.8.
And again, I'll just put in 15 grams per tablespoon, half a sin as well.
Brilliant. So we're
You can
talking
put
1
it-
cent for the
like, you
high
can put some of
sin.
your chicken and put that on it and just mix it around with your hands and just leave it in the fridge, covered with cling film, and leave it in the fridge overnight as well.
I wonder, can you use it as a salad dressing? I have done for the lemon one. I'm
Yeah,
presuming
I
you
would say
can.
that you could, yeah.
Yeah. So we're talking 1 cent for the high sin measured at a tablespoon, a half a sin for the teriyaki, and a half a sin for the
I must say,
Nando's.
Lauren, that's amazing finds, because I didn't know about, I hadn't seen the garlic Nando's. I've seen the other type, so I kind of knew that would be about that. That teriyaki sauce, I would have said straight away 2.5 cents, and the high sin 2.5 cents. They're amazing finds, I must say. Well
Brilliant.
done. Yeah, well done.
Are you proud of me?
Yeah, my 2 favorite sauces. I can't believe I was
And
eating the higher sin one.
your other favorite item,
Oh, yeah.
free, thank God. Coffee is free and very much needed. Lemons, bought them because we're kind of getting into the weather where we're drinking a lot more, trying to
Great.
increase my water intake. So
Yeah, I'm
bit
getting
of
the kids
sliced lemon.
actually. I'm getting the kids to make lemonade in a minute, actually.
Ah,
And I'm using a recipe that is pork chops there this evening, and it has lemon and lime zest and juice in it as well. So I'm looking forward to
beautiful.
it. Beautiful, because lemon juice is a speed
But
as well.
like, I bought
Very
these
refreshing.
drinks as well. These are free.
Love them, yeah.
These Volvic sugar free.
Would you believe that
Watermelon, apple, and elderflower.
Oh, I've never seen the elderflower one. Would you believe? I wonder, could you put that on top of gin?
very, very
asking
watery.
for everyone else except myself.
Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
Yeah. Would you believe I asked Con once, like at this, when I had started my own swimming world journey, I'd say to get into, we were stopped at getting diesel, to go into the shop and get me a bottle of water, because he was going in, and I asked for the flavored waters, because I ordered them, and he brought a Volvic one like that, and it wasn't sugar free. So the small bottles, the 500 ml, the small bottles, 5 sins of water. It nearly choked me to drink it. Yeah. And that just shows the difference. So sugar free has to say sugar free on them, but I love them. I'm having 2 of them a day now, and it's that's 3 liters of water, and so easy to drink. You know what I mean? Just keep topping up the glass, and at least it's like working back as well, that I know I'm starting with 2 full bottles, and then when they're gone, I know I have 3 liters drank.
Good. But you need it in this weather anyway.
Yeah.
This weather's roasting. We need to keep hydrated too.
And it stops you, it gives you that fuller feeling, so it stops you eating, you might be
it could be just a false hunger, like you just may be thirsty. Vegetables, so carrots, love carrots, cooked anyway. What I've been doing is steaming them, roasting them in the oven like chips, having my taco fries, but having a third free food with my chips and my mince, and then my other third with my speed as my chip.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
You're just lowering the calories of the meal and eating the same amount of food. You're not losing out at all.
I would never eat.
You are losing, actually.
I would never eat boiled carrots on the side of taco fries. Do you know what I mean?
No, you wouldn't. No.
And I actually get upset when the carrots are finished, because I love them. They're absolutely delicious when you steam them fully and cook them and roast them in a hot roasting dish. Absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
Corn on the cob. Owen loves these. I would have a half of one. I love it, but I find it hard to eat because of my teeth, and they are beautiful, roasted in the oven.
Yeah.
Strawberries. I always buy a big punnet of these, and I take them straight out of the pack when I come home and put them into a lunchbox, because they go soft. And these are €6. Bit expensive, but you know what? They're really nice. So I think if something's nice and you're going to eat it, it's worth it. Spuds. I got these Maris Pipers. They're great for chips and roasting. Absolutely beautiful. I don't even take the skin off. I remove any little dinges on them, slice them, throw them into the air fryer or the oven once they're past steamed. I bought shallots. Love these. Love the flavour. The sweetness out of them is amazing. Onions, my favourite vegetable. Never, ever leave the shops without onions. butternut squash. And again, they're very small lately because they're not really in season.
No.
Cut it in half, scoop out your seeds, tail your ends, roast it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Even cinnamon is fabulous with it. Or you could just slice it up, peel it, throw it into the oven. It cooks like sweet potato. It's kind of caramelized. It's beautiful.
And would you believe I do it the opposite way? I roast it before. I just would actually throw it into the oven as it is right there, about 180 for 40 minutes. And then the skin slides off. I take off the skin. I can then add it to carrot, maybe put it back into a saucepan with carrot to boil up for the last few minutes, or do it like, mash it up and have it as a veg inside of your plate, do it on top of a cottage pie, or you could still cut them into chip shape and roast them for another few minutes and make chips out of them as well. But I roast them first. Easier to take the skin off.
Gorgeous. I'm just going to even a
strawberries there.
Yeah.
Pass me one, Mila.
Okay, so your butternut squash is a speed food. Your potatoes are a free food. Your onions are a speed food. Your corn on the cob is a free food. Your carrots are a speed food. Your strawberries are a speed food. And now your grapes. Fabulous with your salad. Same as your strawberries and blueberries. Don't be afraid to put fruit into your salad. It gives it so much flavor. And these are free. The likes of mushrooms. Great for bulking up meals. Unfortunately, I don't like them. I wish I did. They're speed food.
Love them.
Peppers. Lovely roasted in the oven. Stir fried, or you could stuff them. I've seen lots of recipes being done stuffed. So versatile.
Even those packets of the packets of the curry rice that you had at the start, you could stuff them with them as well, actually.
Great idea.
Especially barbecue season, actually. You could have them as a side for barbecue as well, like just
fabulous flavor. You could so grapefruits, these are very, very zesty and refreshing. They nearly cleanse your palate almost. They're so refreshing. They are speed food.
Yeah, I love them.
I love cherry vine tomatoes. My favorite. I never used to eat tomatoes until about a year ago. Just didn't like them. But
no, you have to get plum or vine. Flavor.
I wasn't buying the right ones. And these are just unbelievable, done in the grill. Oh, with a little bit of soy sauce, fabulous.
Yeah.
Blueberries, speed food as well. Fabulous over yogurt or in your salad.
And there's a lovely recipe on YouTube for blueberry and lemon cheesecake, Slimming World style. I'm sure it's only like, I don't know, 2.5 or 3 sins. Something low anyway, that you could use the blueberries in as well. Nice for a Sunday that you use very low sins in a dessert.
Beautiful. Kiwi golds, these are,
gorgeous.
I don't know what the difference is. Now, I'm told there's a huge difference in flavour to the normal, cheaper ones.
Yeah, they're not that kind of tangy aftertaste with the kiwi. They're much more milder, and they're goldeny in colour on the inside.
Yeah, and they're like, they're almost softer as well.
Softer, bigger, golden, and no aftertaste. Even the harshness of it. Even though 2 of my kids love kiwis.
I've tried to start eating them. Now they are a free food, but they're good for bulking up your meal.
Yeah, bulking, yeah.
Your salad leaves. So I love the bistro and I love the baby leaf. They're my favourite. The bistro more so because it's got these little shards of beetroot going through it. As I said, I'm doing a salad, so I'm doing these. I'll have chopped strawberries. I'll have couscous going through it. I'm going to put the Nando's on it. Beetroot, pomegranate seeds.
Beautiful on that.
Yeah, bad. Pineapple, great as well as a snack. Good for, there's plenty of health benefits actually to pineapple.
Huge, yeah.
I find you get a lot of wastage, so I do usually buy them chopped already, but this was on offer, so I said, you know what, I'll bring it home, and it is ripe because the leaves are falling out of the top. You just need to give a quick pull.
And there's a great bite in them as well. There's a bit of lasting power, so you know what I mean. They don't disintegrate in your mouth.
No, they're fabulous. So these are my drinks for the week. Now I would go through a lot of juice because I drink a lot of water, but I cannot drink it on its own. So I do put a tad of this in, which is your My Waddy no added sugar and blackcurrant no added sugar Ribena. They were both on offer, so that's why they're there. And your Pepsi Max if we do decide to have a few drinks tomorrow night, I like Captain Morgan's at 3.5 cents per 35 mils measured. I will be using this and topped up with loads of ice. So they're my sins are in control because I do measure it. So
is that what you call them, Captain Morgan?
My absolute favorite. So what are you trying to say?
Nothing. I'm just being
bold.
bold.
You're being bold.
I just
so that's the shopping for today. Nice full counter of stuff to keep me going for the next 7 days.
Yeah. And plenty of treats there as well for the weekend, really.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't go splurging every night eating these because they're not something it's not my downfall, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do love having a couple.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with having a couple of them or a packet of these. You know, that's okay.
Everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Once you eat your proper meals and fill up on food,
and your nutritional food, like you'll see here, all this is all free foods bar the little dressings.
Yeah.
You know, so, and there's very little sinned food in the shop. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 items out of a lot of items that are actually sinned.
And that's the thing, like, you're not going to get up off your bum tomorrow night and go to the shop to pick up something else that might totally throw your week off. You know, it's in the house and it's a case of, well, you know what, this is what I have. What can I whiz together, like, to make, you know, a treat for myself? So it's everything in moderation, just filling up and being wholesome with foods as well. Well done. I love the find of the sauces. I'm going to rush out now tomorrow. Well, no, I'll have no chance to go tomorrow now. It's group day. Maybe Sunday or Monday, and I'm definitely going in search of those because we used the high sin sauce during the week. We made duck pancakes. You can get the rice papers. Got them in a kind of a health shop actually, or like a fruit and veg, you know, type health shop. And they're a sin, just less than a sin actually per paper. But like we did full with, like we had a duck. We picked up a duck. Not a full duck, like a duck fillet, but the fat was on it. Remove the fat first. Well, you should see the amount of fat that came off when that fat was even cooked. You know what I mean? The amount of liquid fat that came out of it was ridiculous. So cooked and kind of almost dehydrated the duck and shredded with loads of bean sprout, and actually used the bag of, you know, that you get the mix for the coleslaw and super value, the carrot and the cabbage shredded. Use that as well, blanched with the bean sprout as a filling with the duck. And into the oven, roasted the obviously the rice papers get blanched in hot water, just make them soft to be able to roll, and then roast in the oven or the air fryer, and the high sin sauce drizzled over the top of it. Oh my God.
But that's why I picked it up, you see, because you gave me the idea.
Gorgeous, I must say, no, really. Just
so
something
now,
different as well. Brilliant.
I must pack it all away now. Do you fancy coming packing it all away for me?
Well, I do fancy coming over and eating what you have. I don't hear any offer coming in there, any invite coming, no?
And there's an invite always, but you're so far away, you can't come for another while.
I know. But do you know what? You could have mentioned Captain Morgan's there, so I could call for that.
No problem.
Under the cover of darkness. No, definitely too far of a road trip anyway.
No, not at the moment.
Brilliant.
So go on, and it's your turn now next week.
Yeah, I'll do my shopping haul next week. I'm off now to do my pork chops and stuff. I just made homemade pizza there a while ago, so I'll pop that video up as well. So have a lovely evening, and hopefully I get to chat to you later.
Bye, Marie love.
Bye, Lauren.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.